I am hurt. I am upset. I am disappointed. I am actually none of those things.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Spurs have been getting their butts whooped left and right. Not really, but a little bit kind of, and I want to talk about it. There's a few things I want to go over. First and foremost, I want to go over what Popovich had to say, and we're going to speed it up a little bit, and we'll listen to it. It's a small clip. I think it's only like 4 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't know. And then I want to go into the statistics here and give you my thoughts on that. Now, before I give you my thoughts on this, let's talk about our sponsor for today. I'm gonna let them take it away just for a sec.
BetUS, America's favorite sports book, where you can bet on everything, anytime. Sportsbook, casino, horse racing, live betting, and more. We have the best bonuses in the industry. That's right, get a 125% sign-up bonus. And to celebrate our 30-year anniversary, we are giving up to 30 risk-free bets, a truck, Super Bowl tickets, and more. Don't miss out. Play smart. Join now. BetUS, where the game begins.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I was about to say. I stumbled over my words. Oh my goodness, I ruined that. BetUS, I just want to tell you a little bit about it. We've discussed it so many times, but it's because they are legitimate and pretty great, I must say. So big shout out to them for actually sponsoring, partnering with the channel for the remainder of the season. Great stuff, good stuff, beautiful stuff. Sorry, but just want to show you guys the website a little bit. So if you go over here, you click on basketball and you have all these different options. One thing that I really enjoy about BetUS when it comes to betting, there's so many different NBA specials in particular that you can choose from. As of right now, you can even choose the champion or who you think will have the championship. It says, will James Harden become an NBA champion before retiring? That's hilarious. And that's probably my favorite bet. I'm going to go with no on that one. But that's just me. And you can see that the money line, it's a pretty big risk if you say, yes, he's definitely going to retire with an NBA championship. Hilarious stuff. But yeah, anyways, if you guys want to check out BetUS, link in my description, you'll receive 125% bonus. And what does that mean? If you put in 100, you get $125 to play with. So please go check out our sponsor. Means the world to me. And, you know, not only will you have a chance to win some money, but you can also support this channel as well. So good stuff. Great stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's dive straight into what our boy Popovich had to say. I'm actually going to let's speed this up a little bit. I said I would. I promised I would. There's no captions, but you guys know what Pop is saying. Yes.
So the first couple minutes with a shot, and then the next maybe few minutes.
It's not on my headphones.
What kind of changed there?
I have no idea. He's just playing basketball. You wouldn't, ask him.
Okay, that's too fast. I'm sorry. That was way too fast. Popovich usually talks slower than that.
What are you seeing defensively from your guys the last few games, especially in regards to giving up the three-point line?
What am I seeing? I'm seeing people score 120 and 130. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Do you look for anything different?
Pop, take it out on the team. Don't take it out on the poor little reporter. He doesn't know what's going on. He just want to hear.
With your bigger starting lineup with Sohan the one going up against a two big lineup like New York tonight compared to more of like a smaller ball lineup you can see.
Now, Pop, that's a good question. I know Pop's going to be mad because he's irritated with the team, but that's a good question, Pop.
What are you asking me?
Are you looking for anything different from the more supersized starting lineup that you deploy when you go up against a two big lineup like New York?
Sure. I mean, play two bigs. Sometimes you go small. Sometimes you play two bigs. Depends what's going on the court, what the matchups are, what works best for the people you have on the court. A little bit of everything right now at the beginning of the season.
Pop, do you
Yes.
see this as a growing experience for Victor? I mean, to come into a place
Well,
like
of course it is. He's a 19-year-old rookie who's just learning about the NBA. Of course it's a learning experience.
Mitchell Robinson's obviously a big guy.
He's answering all the questions at rapid speed. I know I got it like sped up 1.25, but these are still like quick answers.
Did his size and strength present a problem to Victor today?
This is great.
Well, I don't think they played against each other
Well,
all night long.
Mitch defended.
No, it was
Thank you, dude. I got to talk about that too. When we get into the stats, I got to talk about that. Good God, that narrative is dumb.
Any small guys that guarded him all night long.
Exactly.
It's not a one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Devin did not play in the second half. Was that related to his injury situation?
Yeah, he got, what did he get? I forget. I don't know, 16, 18 minutes, something like that, whatever he got. But I didn't want to push it. I didn't want to take a chance. Groin's a groin, and he felt good tonight. We gave him some minutes, but I didn't think we would push it.
So he didn't aggravate anything?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, good.
From the highs of last week in Phoenix to the past 3 games, do you think that was a young team kind of feeling too full of their own oats?
No, I don't think so.
Coach, a question about Jeremy Sullivan. In the first quarter, he picked up his first foul.
They should just put me up there. I can answer these questions.
Pulled him off, and you started right next to you on the bench. Do you mind telling us what you guys talked about and how happy are you?
I do mind.
How happy are you with his performance?
Unbelievably happy.
In regards
Don't
to
I look happy?
Jimmy?
I'm a happy kind of guy. I thought that Charles, Bassie, and Jeremy were fantastic tonight. They did a great job.
Coach, what do you look for in losses that let you know that your team's trending in the right direction, even if the result isn't?
That's a good question. Come on, Pop.
It's not about losses. It's every game is a game of mistakes. You learn when you win, you learn when you lose. But we'll watch film, we'll pick out things for the team and for individual players, and we'd be doing the same thing if we had won the game. So there's really no difference.
See, he got a longer answer because that was a better question.
You said today was the best place to play basketball.
It is.
Nothing changed.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a history, and I've seen a lot in my years, and as far back as I can remember, even being a kid, I got to see Dick Barnett tonight, and Walt sitting across the deal, and
all right,
I got to talk with Dick a little bit.
Good stuff. All right, so let's get this narrative out of the way really quickly. So let's bring up these stats. Narrative really quickly. Wemby. So I saw, obviously it being on ESPN, we were going to hear something really stupid. And Kendrick Perkins, he provided. He did not disappoint me whatsoever. He gave me exactly what I was expecting. Something stupid. And what he had to say was that the San Antonio Spurs, this is basically what he had to say. He said that when it came to Wemby and it came to the Spurs, it seemed as if they were giving Wemby so many different looks, and that's why he was missing his shots. And it seemed as if we watched completely different games, because what I saw was Wemby just missing shots. I just saw him tired and missing shots. That's all. That's all I saw. So yeah, I don't know. But that whole narrative that Mitchell Robinson, I know he had that whole quote before the game. I won't go into it. The whole he's just Bobo or Porzingis and you have to play him the same. Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's a rookie. He's still learning. This was a huge stage, and yeah, it was a little tough on him. But overall, I thought that, Mitchell Robinson didn't have any type of matchup with Wemby, and I don't know. I saw that on Twitter too, like, oh, he went against Mitchell Robinson. It's like there was no matchup there. But overall, how did I think the team did? Well, I thought that we just missed a lot of shots. We actually got a lot of good looks early on. But yeah, as you can see here, 26% from 3, that's going to be really tough to win compared to their 45, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in that 40 range. But yeah, 26, that's god awful. That's terrible. But it's not like we were forcing any shots. They just weren't hitting. They just weren't at all. I'm not necessarily disappointed, but I'll just, for the sake of criticism, 2 players in particular that didn't have the best of games to me was Victor and was Keldon. So Victor Wembanyama defensively, he did his thing. He did fine. He had a block. Usually he does even better than that, but it was a lot of good contests. He was in right place, right time. He was constantly affecting the offense, so the Knicks knew not to try him too often. So overall, he did a phenomenal job defensively, just because he's Wemby. But offensively, he missed a lot of shots, and it seemed as if he was just tired. Legs weren't necessarily underneath him. Didn't get a lot of levitation on some of those shots, and it was like, Wemby just seems a little tired, and all of this travel, this is something new to him, and it is what it is. It's just gonna happen that way. And then I was gonna say Keldon Johnson, which I didn't like his game that much in this one. I know the stat sheet. God, people love to stat watch. Do not stat watch. Okay, Keldon Johnson in this game, it wasn't the best. He missed quite a few people. It was times where he did have tunnel vision. But most importantly, not even offensively, it was defensively. Teams just continuously go at him. I mean, it is relentless how often they go at Keldon Johnson. That seems to be the game plan at this point. Just have a screen, switch, have Keldon Johnson on you, and attack. That is just constant. And nothing against Keldon. I think Keldon does have a future with this team. I like him on the team, obviously. I think that he has a toughness to him and everything. I just think that the Spurs are going to need, a lot of people say we need a point guard, which is true. We need a point guard. We also need a small forward. Like, those are two positions that we're going to need. We're going to need another forward, and we're going to need another point guard. And I think that the Spurs would be in a really great position there. Some type of like defensive point guard, maybe another defensive wing, but whatever, defensive power forward, not defensive power forward, sorry, defensive small forward, just someone who's a key defender in that perimeter, because they ate us up and they just took from the previous game against the Pacers and just say, let's just do that. I mean, 19 threes. I think against the Pacers it was 20 threes. Yeah, it was just kind of like, let's just shoot a lot of threes. So yeah, they killed us in that regard. But overall, I think that the team, I think it was a good learning experience. Look, they're 3-5. We're expecting I expect like 30 to 35 wins for the season. So they're on pace for that, right? Near 400, not bad at all. They're still fighting, still learning things, and obviously with our boy Devin Vassell being injured, he's still coming back into his own. I'm surprised he even had 12 minutes. I thought it was like 6 minutes, but good stuff. Jeremy Sohan, can we please stop talking trash about Jeremy Sohan? I feel like a lot of fans forget what Jeremy Sohan was doing near the end of last season. Actually, near the mid to end of last season, he was on fire. He had a few months that was kind of shaky. Lots of people did. But overall, Sohan was nasty. And a lot of times he was the best player on the court. And I think people forget that. And in this game, he was definitely the best player on our team for this game. He was. He did a great job. His vision was A1. I know it shows 5 assists, but he was finding the open guy. It was a beautiful thing to see. And all that criticism of he's not passing to Wemby. He tried to get Wemby involved pretty early. There's nothing against those two. And Wemby found Sohan for a really pretty dish in that game. I think it was for 3 as well. It was really pretty. But overall, did a really great job. Sohan did. Zach Collins as well. He did his thing. Nothing shocker there. I'm trying to see if anybody stands out. Malachi Branham. Some people are still upset with Malachi. They're like, I don't want him on the team. And it's like, dude, his floor is a bench sharpshooter. Like, that would be his floor. As far as his ceiling, he could be a starter, or he could be, someone who backs up Vassell, comes in, and also can play point guard at times if you need him to. He did a phenomenal job. He's been really good. Super efficient, 6 for 9. That's all you can ask for there. 2 for 2 for 3. So 100%. And let's see, was there anyone else that stood out to me? Bassie was great. He played his role very well. Vassell didn't look too rough. He looked okay. Still gotta, get his groin right. But overall, I don't really have anything to say other than our defense was really bad. But I also noticed that they're really attacking Keldon, and Victor, he just has to work on his conditioning, so he's not, tired during these games. But it's all good, man. I was happy with the squad. I think people are too doomer about it. I don't know what they're expecting. I said this even before we got Wemby. Getting Wemby doesn't guarantee wins. Okay, it just doesn't. You still need team ball. You still need to learn how to play together. And the Spurs aren't done yet. While the rebuilding phase of we need to purposefully tank, or we need to really try to tank, is over, you're still going to have to lose some games, okay? And I think that you still have to find some guys that fit what you need for the future. So, and that will be a point guard, and that will be a small forward. And the Spurs have a great opportunity in doing that pretty soon. So, good job, Spurs. Keep fighting. I'm not mad whatsoever. It is what it is. And I expect a lot of L's. But you know what? I'm going to keep on cheering because I really like this squad. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.